How's it going from American Bob? I want to talk about a lot of things. My dismay with misdiagnosis of doctors. Guys, I lay down and nap for a little while. Where I live, we have at least five or six fire drill or fire alarms go off. Um, Now I want to talk about our maintenance staff. They have no experience in HVAC at all. They don't know what they're doing. Upstairs, where the units are, the reason why they're not fixed is because it costs too much money. Now, when you have a portable AC, you have to have somewhere for it to drain. Okay, so I laid down and took a little bit of a nap. I feel very, very bad today. I really do. My stomach is all upset. Um, and the whole thing is that you get frustrated after a while, and you really do. You just get frustrated. You know, one is I want to feel good again. Two, I want my AC to work and my heater to work. Let me show you where it's at, guys. You see it up there on the wall? It went out on March 3rd, 2026. Or yeah, March 3rd, I believe it was. Guys, my anger today goes to my gastrointestinal doctors, maintenance men that aren't trained in what to do. Check this out. They put in a new light. Do you know how hard that is to put in a new light? Let me show you what you do. You turn the breaker off. You get a ladder, you go up there, you pull down the old one, you take the wires down, make sure the ground's where it's supposed to be, and the hot's supposed to be, and the ground wire. Push it back in there, and that's it. And guys, I've done maintenance, and I will tell you that the guys they have hired here, how did they even get a job in maintenance? Now, it is, guys, like I said, doctors do not care about my health at all, period. They don't. Um, I'm just really sick and tired of this. Let me show you what they did. Let me show you this for a minute. Do you see this around the bottom of this? Oh, mercy. They put that down there to absorb the water coming out, the condensation. Now, guys, like I said, when you're poor, you're lost. And you are. Let me make sure this is still on. It is still on. Now, I don't know what to do about doctors. I really don't. I don't have a clue what to do about them. My stomach is hurting terribly badly. And I mean, it is like I said, when you turn a certain age, like I said before, I'm 70. And it comes down to the fact of the crap that I have to go through every day and the lack of doctors wanting to work with me. As I said, Mary Beth Ross of Senoir is telling me everything wrong with me is mental. That I have no stomach disorder at all. My stomach is perfectly fine. It's mental. Okay. It is like I said, I was listening to a guy talking about a dog that had some stomach issues because the dog is very nervous and stressed. Granted, it's difficult for me not to be stressed living in a building. For one, I can be evicted at any time they want to kick me out of here. And like I said, my peer specialist, Duma, I like that guy, but she lied to his face. The resident manager lied to his face. Okay. Now, is the fact of prejudice, as I've said before, from the African American community? Most definitely. Most definitely, there is. And as I said before, I'm very pissed off at everybody seeing Caucasian people. They're the ones that are prejudiced. African Americans are much more prejudiced, but they hide theirs. You see, here our resident manager is an African American. She has power, and she has power to get me out of here. Because they can easily, she could say, maintenance man, when you go in there and inspect, talk about the floor again, write him up for his third lease violation. His third lease violation. And then where do I go from there? You see, guys, it is like I said, I'm just can't relax and calm down. How can I? How do you do this when you have an AC that they're too stupid to put something under it? What you need is something to catch the water. Then when it starts to fill up, I take it out, dump it in the toilet, push it back in. Now, guys, I don't know what's going on with my health. I do not, and I don't know what doctors are going to do for me. But you see, when you stay in a state of stress and anxiety like I do every single day, with the fear of getting kicked out of here, where am I going to go? To the homeless shelter? Maybe get a tent, live in the woods? When I make these vlogs, if I can get one person to understand what the hell I'm talking about, as I said, everybody's talking about a man right now that's got 167, maybe even 170,000 subscribers. He's living in a very nice prefab home, and I bet he's got AC and heat. It is, like I said, the reason I make these vlogs is to let people know how poor senior citizens are treated. And it is that we're treated like absolute crap. And as I've said before, I worked my entire life paying income taxes, paying into Social Security. What do I get for it? No heating and air conditioning, a portable AC I've squirted it down with isopropanol so much to try to kill mold spores. That's probably part of my health issue too. So, like I said, guys, being poor and the fact that I earned my right as a senior citizen to get better treatment than this. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog to say of my dismay and anger towards doctors, the maintenance staff here that's inept and don't know anything about HVAC, and the fact that I've had no heating and air conditioning since March 3rd. As I've said, in the United States, senior citizens are looked at as like, up yours, old man. Up yours. We don't care about you. I'm young. I get out there every day. I work. Yes, sir. I got married. I have a family. I'm important. You're nothing, old man. And that's the way the USA feels about its senior citizens.